I hope that this is not going to be distracting for me. You guys, becoming a content creator, one of the awkwardest things you could do. So, welcome back to the YouTube channel, guys. It's Cinnamon. I'm excited about this video because I've been wanting to film this for a while, and I actually have tried to film it a few times. And I don't know why I don't ever just upload it, but it's just like never right, and I don't care this time. Like, this one is getting uploaded point blank, period. This is basically why I decided to quit drinking alcohol. I've been sober since March. You know, there were a few different reasons why I decided to stop drinking because it's honestly actually a bit of a crazy story, especially for me because obviously I'm the one that it happened to. So it's going to be crazy for me. But I have it all written down here, my cute little cat notebook that I recently bought. I'm just going to kind of go through why I quit alcohol and what made me choose that and how I'm doing now. So in 2023, I decided to move to Florida. And I hadn't really been drinking much up until Florida because I was just pretty much alone in my little studio apartment. I didn't go out a lot. And that's another story for another time, but that was basically my depression era. So I moved to Florida in 2023 and I'm not really drinking a lot at this time. For the first 3 months, I'm really not. I did have a few work trips that I went on where I had a few cocktails, nothing crazy. But I could just feel myself kind of shifting towards that way, and wasn't really mad about it. I didn't really care. Everybody else was doing it. And I had just, kind of gotten like a promotion in my sales job. So I was traveling a lot for the company. In 2024, I think I traveled like every single month, sometimes multiple times in a month, with my company. And when you're in sales and marketing events, just the events that you're working, there's lots of alcohol involved. There's lots of receptions. You're going out with customers. You're throwing on happy hours. So you're just surrounded by alcohol. Then I meet a few people back in Florida that I have a lot of fun with. And we start going out starting in December, like every single weekend. And when we go out, we don't go out and have cute little cocktails. Like, we black out. I mean, and I still live by this. I would never just drink to drink and like the flavor of the drink. Like, no, it was always drink to get drunk, and I will live by that to this day. Even though I don't drink anymore, if somebody tells me that, I'm like, no judgment, because yeah, same. That's what I would always do. I would drink to get drunk. I mean, that's the fun in alcohol. That's the truth of the matter. Not that I think that that is fun anymore, but I completely get it if that's where you're at, because same. Those were my exact thoughts. At this point, I'm traveling like every single month with my company. I'm going out like every weekend and drinking. And then the weekends that I'm back, I have a second job with an alcohol company. I was a brand ambassador, for an alcohol company. So that kind of benefited into me drinking more as well too, and it also benefited in more money in my wallet. So then towards the end of my first year of living in Florida, the only year of living in Florida, I just noticed an extreme anxiety from drinking. Now, I've always gotten bad anxiety from drinking, like more than anybody I know. When I drink, the anxiety is so real that it will last weeks for me. It doesn't matter if I said anything, did anything, or if I did say anything or do something stupid while drinking. My anxiety was so bad, it lasted for weeks. And I could not stop thinking about it. And then I would go out and do it again. It's like the endless cycle. Towards the end of my year living in Florida, I didn't know I was going to move. I had considered it, but I was like, no, I'm probably not going to do that. I knew I was probably going to switch apartments than the place I was living, or maybe like move down the road like an hour or something, nothing crazy. But I didn't think I was just going to up and move states again, which is what I ended up doing like a week before I like decided to do this. That's kind of how it's always worked for me. I don't know. God just put this little firecracker inside of me, and that's how I am. Towards the end of living there, going out and stuff like that, the anxiety hit me at another rate. Like, even while I would be drinking, even while I would be drunk, it was like there was a voice inside of me, which now I believe to be God, being like, what are you doing? Like, this is not the plan that I have for you. You gotta stop, girl. This is not meant for you. I had this urge in me that was like, you have to get out of here, because I have had many goals and dreams in my heart since I was a little girl that I choose to pursue, that will come to pass. Told myself, you got to get out, because this is not aligned with the cinnamon that I know and what she wants to do. So you got to get out of here. And all this before I even really knew God. I knew of him, but I didn't know him. I moved to Charlotte, a place that I have never been before besides like an airport layover. I get an apartment a week before I move. I'm glad it didn't end up being a scam. My landlord's actually really dope, but yeah, I just up and moved and decided to move to Charlotte. I moved here in September 2024 and I went out plenty of times with friends, dates, whatever, groups of people. Also was still traveling a lot at this point. Traveling every month. I was traveling so much, you guys, like 2 to 3 times a month. It was crazy. But at this point I have also cut back a bit. So weed is completely out of the picture, which was a whole nother video for another time. Alcohol is kind of on the back burner. Like I'm drinking on the weekends. I'm very much that person. Or some weekends not at all. I'm really trying to focus on my health journey, which is when I like started my TikTok. So I'm drinking quite a bit all the way up until December, and then I go on a cruise with my friend and her mom, and this is where it gets good and scary. And this was really my big wake up call. So I go on my first cruise ever, maybe my last, and we don't get like a drink package or anything like that, but we do book excursions that are going to be like all you can drink, thinking, that's where we're going to get our alcohol in. So I think we're in Honduras at this point. I'm not totally sure. Because, like I said, this is kind of a crazy story for me. We like go over this like terrain, like we're in a bus. We go over like just the craziest roads. If you've been in another country like Mexico, like the roads are crazy. Like random like dips and stuff, like it's crazy. But we get there and it's like this little kind of like beach resort thing. I'm like don't really have plans to drink that much. Like really I had no plans to just like overly drink cuz I'm on my like wellness girl crap at this point. And it was like all you can drink. I was like might as well make the most out of it. So I start drinking. I get the buzz going and now I like feel the alcohol. When you feel the alcohol, you just want to keep drinking more. At least that's how I'm wired. And we're meeting people, we're meeting boys, we're meeting families, whatever. We're all just drinking. Like we are throwing it back, shot after shot after shot after shot after shot. I pass out. I don't even remember anything after this point. I just know what her mom told me. And now, after getting my nutrition coach license, just understanding nutrition, understanding the effects of alcohol and stuff like that, I realize I feel that I almost lost my life. I really do. I think God saved me, as He has many of times when I've drank and drive and done like the stupidest things. I was foaming at the mouth. I was completely passed out. I don't remember the trip back to the cruise ship. Like I don't remember anything up until later that night when I woke up in the cruise room and they had to like wheel me back onto the cruise ship. I was foaming at the mouth. I threw up on people and I'm so sorry if any of those people that are watching this video see that. Like truly from the bottom of my heart, I'm so sorry. Truly, like I cannot believe I let it get to that point. Like it's shocking. But hopefully me sharing this stuff will be good for other people to learn from. Because it's truly so unsafe and it's so scary. And alcohol can kill you. I know that when we're younger we just want to like abuse it to the ends of earth, but it is so not worth it. Anyways, get wheeled back on. They ended up like screwing our cruise ship door shut because we were so drunk. It's like they don't know if you're gonna jump off. They don't know how crazy you are. And honestly, I know I probably looked freaking crazy. The rest of that cruise ship ride and thereafter, I had the worst anxiety ever. Worst anxiety I have ever had from drinking because I've had like really bad anxiety from all these other times drinking. This was the worst I have ever had. Finally had like my wits in with it because that was so shocking for me. That was like really like okay, you need to like get your life together. And I leaned a lot towards God after that. I got in my word. I really had some crazy connections with Him that I didn't even know were possible. I knew of God throughout my life, but I didn't know Him like I know Him now. I realized that He really did save my life. Drinking on the weekends had pretty much been cut out. But then I go on one more trip to San Diego for work and I were hosting like some happy hour with my company. It wasn't like a space that I normally work in. I had a few comments made about me just hearing them while people were drunk. And normally I wouldn't care about comments, but like this older guy kissed me on the cheek that I didn't even know. He was like a customer or something. And it just really threw me off. Like it has never before. I was grossed out, I guess, but I was also just like, okay, I'm done with this scene. That was like the last drink. I was like, I'm done. I'm not drinking anymore. And so I stopped. That was it for me. Acting against that guy, I get it. Like we do stupid things when we're drunk. From either perspective. It's like you just do. Not to say that I don't go out anymore because I still go out occasionally. And I'm fine with that, and I'm fine with being around people, but I just choose not to drink. And hey, like, I'm still the life of the party. I'm out here dancing. Like, I'll go out and have a really fun time, but I just choose for alcohol not to be a part of that for me. And I've still got friends that drink and family members that drink, and I love them truly. And I'm fine to be around them when they're drinking because there's no urge there for me to want to drink. I've learned my lesson. Like, I am doing so much better now. I feel so much happier in my life, really more driven to achieve my goals and just to build a relationship with God overall. I don't have to spend a lot of money on alcohol anymore, so it's saved me money. Um it saves me from hangovers or still being drunk the next day after drinking. And it's given me time to work on this channel and do things that I actually truly love to do and share with you guys, wellness tips, fitness stuff, and do things that I'm really truly passionate about. So, no shade if you're still drinking. I am the last person that's allowed to judge somebody for drinking. Just know that if you are trying to stop drinking, maybe this video is your sign. You might be nervous, like, oh, I'm not going to fit in with other people. And there's been plenty of that where I've seen people drop out of my life. But then, the real ones stay. Hopefully this video helped you guys out if this is something you're considering, or I hope you just enjoyed listening to my story. But yeah, that is it for today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed it so much. I know I did. If you guys have any questions, comment them down below. And if you have any video suggestions or things you want to see, let me know. And I will see you guys in next week's video. Love you.